We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready to break.
57 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get in there.
Go, go.
57. Mike, 57. Time to go. Night, night.
2nd and 5. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First down, 49ers.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tighten up. Pull together. Check 43.
Fair.
Switch.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jannard Avery. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey.
Out. Check. Lucky.
5.
From the gun, Lawrence going long here for Wallace. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Eric Armstead
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Niners take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Tight end rock.
Hey, zoom! My God!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. All going deep here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 35. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. To throw, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from second and 4 to third and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Let's get it.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Look, squeeze. Hard.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him. Even better starting position.
Get ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, exit.
35 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence is going to fight. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
20.
36. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, Mayfield. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Go!
Take it. Shift. No.
Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
You're out.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards on the ground. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Zipper.
57's right. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 57.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check. Hey, Sam off. 10. Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Got it.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
High 7.
Mike, 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Slam.
Leo.
Check.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check Mike.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fielded at the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Come to my world. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch it. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 3, check it, go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Ready. 57, Mike. I know he ain't got it. 36. Hey, alert 3.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Alpha.
57, Mike, 57.
Hey, lock it. Go on.
Here we go. He's coming.
Ready.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 1st touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
49ers 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Mayfield. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Good. 20.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Point it right.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Right there.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go, baby.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Now Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
That's trash. Hey, 96 is coming. You know, Mike, 96. 6 man.
Mayfield down. It's caught. Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35. Before going out of bounds. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check pass. Check pass.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 43-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Pistol. Mike 96, Mike 96.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, 96 is coming.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Yeah.
Check, crunch.
Hey, Haywood.
57, Mike 57.
On first down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, team 6. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Sanders. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Here I come. Here I come.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch this.
Hey, Charlie. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
180.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
King, king, king.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Run, run, run.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Set the
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Mayfield now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Gets this one to use check.
Lawrence's pass complete to Kyle Juszczyk. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Box truck, box truck.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
50 to Mike.
Don't get nervous.
And again, it's Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah,